draft here is heavily EX favored in my opinion. Getting Esme and Pack on the team, and then you have Eve, and then you have Granger.
And
Jawhead makes nasty sets.
Jawhead's
It's
another
a
front
really
line
good
there.
team.
They're gonna this. I think Extraction, like you're saying, had a great pick, but I also think they went with some heroes that can start early game. Right? They know Pro Panda excels in that early game, like you talked about. So I think
Ooh.
Extraction had a good draft here to say, okay, well, I know you like that early game, but we're gonna give you heroes that you can't burst down early game.
I'm really scared for this Brody in the top. If Pat gets on him early, it's gonna be he can all in him, right? But as long as that lane goes, Brody's gonna win out with that range and make Pack's life suck. I think the Lapu Esme is tilted towards Esme, right? And then in the mid as they roam around, we'll see how it goes. So right now it looks like
Great
Pandas in again.
by Kufra, and we talked about Lilia Kufra linking up, being able to burst
That
those
early
heroes
game
down,
from
and that's
Pandas,
exactly
man.
what they just did there.
Extremely strong in the early game. They are one of the top rotating teams. This looks great early game. But like T was talking about, maybe just improve on that finishing the game, being able to close out. It doesn't mean much if you go to the end and then you lose again.
I'll tell you what, I think Brody is going to be huge here for Pro Pandas. I think he's going to get fed, and although you have a very durable team, there's not much distance besides, yeah, Eve's ult has that distance, but I think Brody is going to be hard, and I think Extraction is going to have some issues with Brody come 6-7 minute mark.
I think the problem for Haya is there's not a lot of options of people to kill, just like easily kills. And then
Another good burst down here.
Granger.
Going for their hyper. What a huge play there. And Lapu getting a little, but he knows he's. Oh, Cooper missed the set there. But great play once again from Pro Pandas again on that.
Esme down there 3v1 and honestly, it just speaks to how strong Esme is. She's running around
shields.
People. And Kufra has a shield. Lilia has a shield, right? I don't know.
Look
and
at top lane. Look at the 4-person push up here on Brody. I think they know that they can't let this marksman.
A little bit of damage onto him. That's pretty good. Jawhead sneaking behind. I think. Oh, Lapu into the Esme. She must have extended a little bit too far. You can see it was really close though.
We talk about Pro Panda's early game, and once again, you're seeing it. Brody just bursting down Jawhead there, but Eve coming up, knocking out Brody with that
trade
ult.
one back. That's good, but
to
make pay for it.
Kufra with a good set there, but really nobody there to help
up,
more or less just kind of poke him there.
I got a huge push on Mug, got a lot of gold out of that, and you see the Lapu going out with a kill
and the Pro Panda snaked that turtle down there while that was going on. So that's
really?
big gold push. Yeah,
dude, their early game's incredible. Like he was talking about, just got to be able to close. I mean, this is the same story rolling out again, except for you have less pick potential now. Really curious to see if they can correct mistakes.
Esme, Eve both pushing mid, but it looks like Lapu couldn't get the gank there on Esmeralda.
Jawhead may be extended here. They have 4 members of Red.
Ranger
really
might get bursted down here. Looks like he's in trouble. They are going to push off. Good job with Eve putting down that second skill to push him off, give some protection to their Granger, their hyper.
You see how much Pro Panda is in the jungle of EX, just in there, screwing up everything they're trying to do. Aware, and what being in their jungle gives you a lot is vision. Not only of where people are, but where people are not will let you know where they are, right? So just being in their jungle, finding out where they're making plays is giving them a lot of advantages. Pro Panda's early game is clean.
It is. But we saw this last game, right? So let's see if they learn from last game and they try to.
He might be in trouble here. Hyatt doesn't want it. He did have ulti, but Lapu didn't.
Pro Panda doing a good job of rotating too. They're 4 deep right now in mid. They know Turtle's about to pop up.
What a game! Oh my goodness, that's a double.
Not going to happen. That's going to be an 0-2 swap again.
Holy!
And Haya, the hyper, gets both of those kills, which was a great job by Pro Panda letting their hyper feed right there. Another Kufra with a great set. They're going to go down here, try to gank Esme before they go for Turtle. They get the set, they go in deep, but Esmeralda does have the shield. Can she hold? Lilia does have the ult. She uses it, but was not able to finish Esme there. That was
good play by Esme.
Good push.
They're going to get Turtle here, no competition, but they thought they could get Esme too. Jawhead's not going to do much of a difference. So Pro Panda is running away with their early game. We see another 2K gold lead at 5-minute mark, which is huge. Brody may get taken out here. He's trading back pretty well. Granger can't quite finish it.
Can Eve clean this up? Is Eve going to try? She's going to push off. Pro Panda's doing a great job coming up to support Brody. Knows that they just took Turtle. They had to immediately rotate up top.
Oh, man. And then he's got no minions around to tank that damage for him. Oh.
Double kill to the hyper of Pro Panda again, but they started the emotes again.
Oh, that was a bad sign for you guys last time.
Focus on the game, baby.
Oh, man. But honestly, another clean start. It's just we're all in our minds thinking like, yeah, well, they did that last time and still lost kind of mentality. And we just don't want to see it happen again. And that's why we're so kind of like faithful of their lead right now, because it didn't matter. So honestly, taking away with the game, going to be a smooth, I would say, taking out the rest of the turrets. They got mid lane turrets super early, which is really important for taking away jungle. Another good start by Pro Pandas, and EX biding their time again.
And I'll tell you, I think Pro Pandas, though, are learning here. Good kill there from Pro Pandas once again. But I don't know if you guys saw the exchange here. Jahed's in trouble, but the exchange happened when Brody said, I need to swap. And Brody left top lane to go down to bottom lane and is having a much better time against Esme than he was up on top. They put Lapu up on top, because I don't know if you saw it before, but Pro Pandas lost the entire shield on top turret. Brody was hurting up there. He was getting ganked. They did put him on bottom, and he's having a better time down here. So I think Pro Pandas is learning, right?
The rotation is really good. His range abuses Esme's need to get close, and they just clean her up with the Haya ultimate. Honestly, really smooth gameplay. Haya 7-0. T, can we bring up the items right now? We have a 5k gold lead at 6 minutes. They're accelerating this game a little bit faster than they were last time.
And it doesn't look like they're gonna stop. Kufr's coming over, hopefully setting up. But they need to start rotating. Actually, they might not even need to. They're going to take bottom lane, right? They're probably going to rotate Brody and Haya, or are going to rotate up towards Turtle here.
That's the 3 outer turrets gone, and we're setting up for Turtle 2.
Now they're good set here from Kufr. They're going to try and burst him down. Lilia does burst down Jawhead, but Eve gets her ult out.
Oh, that Lapu. Woo!
Lilia with the double kill on Paquito too. This is an absolute... Lilia gets out there, uses her ult.
A little bit of troll right there. I don't know, boys.
I'm telling you, I'm a little worried about it. Pro Panda's looking real good right now.
Ulti, because he has no minions around him. That's a clean kill again.
And he's still going deep. He's got... Will it be enough? Will Turtle be enough?
Yeah, they got him on that one. Little too. He didn't have shadows to go back to.
Stranger says, you want to emote me from earlier? That's fine. Why don't you come down here and have this?
Lilia. Oof. Lilia might die here. Oh, no, she got out of the turret range. No problem for her. Another clean start to this game. And this is going even faster than the last game. And I'm even more excited about Pro Pandas this game because they don't have a Selena that's going to fall off super hard, right? They have a much more scaled team comp that can fight, that can turret dot, Kufra. They can get in there this time. So I'm really excited about their potential to close this game.
We got a fight here on Extraction's red, but Brody is going to get caught up. Is he going to get taken out here?
Oh, that's so cool.
Look at the distance. He stays in their fight, still putting it back on him, gets away there. Now you've got Lilia showing up. She is going to put down some damage on Extraction here.
Blue's trading back a couple of kills just like it was. You're stuck? Oh, no problem, man. It looks really cool.
Kinda does look cool. We're watching Lilia just come up here. But Paquito shuts down Lapu there. Lilia wants no part of it. Pushes him off. We talked earlier about the Kufra-Lilia connection, and I think they're doing a real good job there. But Brody is going to be a force to be reckoned with. We watch his distance, and really no one's got that distance to get to him. Right? I think that's going to be the hardest part of Extraction right now, is when Brody gets fed, who's going to be the one to get back there and get in that back line and deal with this Brody?
Yeah, I was going to say, the Brody's a problem, but for me, the biggest threat to EXN is Hayabusa. Being 8-1, being able to get in the back line and get out, makes their chances of diving successfully and closing this game even better. Because we know pros got the early game. They showed us again and again they've got early game. Can you close? And can you pick tools in the early game that allow you to close easier? And because you're going to win early game anyway, right? I think that was a super good change to their draft this time.
Jawhead with a good throw against Lapu here, but they can't finish on it. Lilia's not letting go. Kufr's coming up. Haya, like you talked about, is poking here. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to get a kill, but Extraction playing smart with the top lane turret steal there.
They're not rolling over in this game at all. You see them actually trade back. It was 5k gold. Now they're at 3k gold. That means Extraction is closing the gap a little bit with a couple of side lane pressures. Took both of the side lane turrets and now fighting over Lord. I don't think they'll be able to. I think they need to retreat, but they're collapsing on it now.
Extraction's coming in. I think they want this Lord, and there's going to be a fight.
Pac stole it.
Steal it too.
Pac stole it. What an error.
Absolutely.
Oh, not hitting that retreat.
Play from Extraction right there.
But red team's rolling in on him right now. They're in a bad position for EX.
We talk about this, right? At what cost? Granger and Eve are the only ones left.
Oh.
Eve gets knocked out. It's just Granger. This was not what Extraction wanted here. They may lose their hyper. This may
Cooper
be
gets out of that? Oh my god, what a play, dude. Granger, why didn't he shoot him when he was walking up, man? Oh, Granger's got to finish that kill right there. Absolutely, that was a freebie.
It looked like this was going to be a play for Extraction, stealing that Lord, but it was the exact opposite. It was a 0-4 swap going to Pro Panda.
Oh, good flicker from Pack, capitalizing on Jaw stun. That is absolute team communication right there. That's saying, hey, Pack, are you close enough? I'm about to CC this guy. And Pack comes in and finishes. Excellent. I like them taking Lord, though. It did cost them a little bit, but think if they had not taken that and they were just able to get Lord and push down onto EX, right?
I agree. I think it was the right play. I don't think it was a mistake going for Lord. It's just they did not come out on top.
He's going to have a lot of damage in this fight. Oh, so a 2-for-1 trade thus far. 2-2 evens it up. And they go back to farming. What is it? 4 turrets to 2, and EX took the first Lord. So I think EX is doing a better job of stopping the momentum of Pro Pandas rolling them and getting locked in their base. Doing a much better job of this game than they did last game. And kind of eking back that advantage. Now they're only like 4.5k apart, something like that, right? So they're continuing to close that gold gap, and that's the opposite of what happened last time. I think Pro Pandas went up like something like 8k gold in the last game. And EX is doing a really good job playing defensively and snapping when Pro Pandas extends a little bit too far.
I think Pro Pandas, once again, we talk about that early game, and they are doing a very well early game, but they're not taking advantage as much as we wish. Good set there, and Brody is stuck. Are they going to be able to capitalize? Esme with the ult there does capitalize on a Brody, but at what cost? Hayabusa moving in. Kufa coming in with a set. Lilia there to back him up. This could be bad for Extraction here.
Good way to get out by
that ult out, though. That's a huge ult.
He a lot of damage. Lapu's on the Eve, though. She's going to flicker out nice. And they get away with the kill. Honestly, good play by EX, getting a pick right there and getting out.
Absolutely. I think that was a great zone by Eve there.
Pack's really tanky. I don't know if you want to engage on that guy. No damage to back him up, though. He does get out. Wonderful play. Esme's going to push a mid-lane turret. Maybe gets it. Yes, good job by EX. Changing out the turrets. There's only 3 to 4 turrets right now. 3 to 5, excuse me. But EX is trading back in this mid game. Not letting Pro Pandas get to the point where they just rolled them to 8k gold lead. It's now a 3k gold lead, something like that. Closing the gap slowly but surely.
At an 8 kill to 23 kill, disadvantage for Extraction. Extraction is just showing you that they're playing the objectives, right?
Absolutely.
When they lose a Lord, or if they lose a turtle, like they lost turtle, they went for that turret top lane. So they're playing. They're not making mistakes, and we talk about it, right? Extraction, they're not making mistakes. They're playing smart, although they're losing some of these team fights. A lot of these team fights, these early games, it's not because they're making mistakes. They're just not farmed up enough yet. But they did, like you said, it was a good exchange there. They went in for Lord, and they lost the team fight, but they took Lord, so they are still playing just like they did last game, which scares me for Pro Panda.
Oh, Pro Pandas was a good dive, but Jaw got out. Interesting, man. Look at
there's Eve.
They're doing so good at getting away. And they've got a sticky team comp. Pro Pandas really has had a lot of catch, a lot of stun, a lot of pick. But somehow EX is getting away from it.
I think Eve is doing a real good job about running more of a support right now. She's in that back
100%.
line, and she's almost using her skills as a defense, not an offense. But I think Extraction knows they need to farm up, right? They know
maybe
that
a good pick for Jaw. Jaw's moving in.
this looks
they're
rough
outnumbered.
here. Good.
They didn't follow Jaw up. I think they were scared. They didn't know where Lapu was. They thought maybe he was in that bush, but they had him outnumbered for a moment there. This may be losing Lord. Pack is closing down on the Brody, and the Brody turns it around. Oh my goodness.
That Brody
That
can
was
punch
close.
right now, man. That Brody is someone to be messed with. And it does look like Pro Pandas is going to take this Lord. No pushback from Extraction this time.
It's not enhanced. It won't be too bad, but it is a little bit of a problem.
But we've seen what Pro Panda's been doing with this rotation, and now that they got Lord, they lost the first one. So they're taking a Lord here, and they've got everyone. They're ready to make this push. Do you think they take advantage of it here?
Yeah, I think they'll get an inhibitor here. They showed us that they know how to break inhibitors. It's just getting that third inhibitor and closing the game is where they start to struggle.
Lilia bursting down Makito there.
Man.
This is going to be huge with a double kill with Lord coming. This is going to be absolutely huge for Pro Panda. Let's see if they take advantage.
Right now, man.
Brody coming bottom lane. He's going to clean up that turret. He's got the damage.
They're going to get 2 turrets at least, maybe 3 and get the inhib on the bottom lane. Cooper's 0-2 and 19 right now. Absolutely set God.
This
going
is
for
going
the
to
end,
be
man. They're looking for
absolutely
it.
huge. Eve with a great ult there, trying
That
to
does a lot
zone
of
out
damage.
the other players, but they don't care. Cooper's still rolling in there, but he
Going
is
for
in
the end.
trouble.
Focusing him.
He gets
Yes.
taken down. They're focusing
Yes.
base. They are not making the same mistake last time. They are not
Pro
saying, you
Pandas
know
got
what?
the W,
I
baby.
don't care if we have to go. We're going all out. We're not making this game last more than 15 minutes. That was a huge play from Pro Panda. I think